Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup tutorial and all of the products and brushes that I use. So thank you so much for watching and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, so first I'm going to be clipping my hair back so it doesn't get on my face, and I'm going to be using these two little clips here. Alright, and we're first going to start off with foundation. We're using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in 292, and I'm just going to be applying it on the back of my hand. I'm going to be using a beauty blender to blend it out, and for every day I either like to use this foundation or I also really like the L'Oreal Infallible and the Fit Me by Maybelline. Just applying a bit of the foundation on the skin, and then I'm just going to start blending it out. And I like to make sure that I really take my time blending out the foundation, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended, because this is going to be our base for our other products. I'm not going to put any foundation under my eyes, just because I don't want it to become too cakey. Alright, now that the foundation is done, I'm going to move on to concealer. And I'm going to be using two concealers. One of them is the Maybelline Anti-Age Concealer in the shade number 1. And the other one is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. And I'm going to be taking the Fit Me under my eyes. I like to apply it at the start of my eye, and then just a little bit in the end. And now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Then apply a little bit on the chin to highlight it, and then a little bit on the forehead. And I actually rediscovered this concealer recently. I feel like for under the eyes it's perfect because it's not trying, so I feel like it just looks very nice and blends easily. So I'm just blending out the concealer again with a beauty blender, and then I'm gonna focus blending on the front and the end of my eye. So I'm just gonna blend it out, and I like to also bring it down my nose, like so, and then I'm just going to blend out this side. Again, with whatever is left on the sponge, I'm just going to pass it over the middle, and I'm just going to blend out the other side. Alright, and I'm going to be taking the NARS concealer, and I'm just going to apply it to any pimples or discoloration I have on my skin, and anything that the foundation didn't cover up. And again, just blending it in with the beauty blender. So for cream bronzer, I'm going to be using the Chanel Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream in the shade 390. And I'm going to take it with a little buffing brush. And by the way, all of my brushes are from the Morphe MUA collection. I bought this set, I think maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And I've never really felt the need to buy more makeup brushes. So if you're looking for a good set, or if you're beginning and don't know what brushes to use, I really recommend this collection. Start applying it to the skin. And I like to start on my forehead and just start applying the product. I like to apply it a little bit higher up, so right here instead of below the cheekbone. So I'm just going to start right here and then just blend it out. Alright, so I've put it on the cheeks, and I'm just going to blend out these harsh lines here with a beauty blender. And now I don't pick any more product up, I just use whatever on my brush, and I just go on my jawline. And now I'm going to be moving on to bronzer, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade Deep Cool 300. And I like to use either this one or the Hoola Bronzer. And I'm just going to lightly go over all of the places where I just put cream bronzer, just to make sure we're setting it. Alright, and I'm going to be taking a smaller brush and just putting a little bit of bronzer on my nose. And I'm going to be using this little tiny buffing brush, and I'm just going to apply the product and then blend it out with a blending brush. And so I'm just going to take a little bit of product and then just start applying it on the nose. And I like to kind of create a line from my eyebrow down to kind of the middle of my nose before the tip of the nose. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to apply a little bit underneath the tip. And then I'm going to connect these two lines, like so. And now I'm going to be taking the blending brush and blending it out. Alright, and now I'm going to be taking the beauty blender, which still has some concealer on it. And I'm just going to go over the sides to just kind of clean up where the powder went a little bit too low. And then the lines are a little bit harsh right now, but then I'm just going to be applying powder on top. I like to take the bronzer again and just contour my lips. So I just take a little bit, and you just want to follow the natural lines of your lips. And you do want to make sure you're applying just a little bit of product, and not going overboard, because sometimes I tend to put a little bit too much product and then it looks a little bit odd. So yeah. Alright, sorry about the angle change. I had to replace the battery on my camera. As I was saying, I'm just going to continue to just contour my lips. Again, just following the natural shape. Alright, so now I'm gonna be moving on to eyebrows. And I either like to use the NYX micro brow pencil in the shade black, or the Shiseido eyebrow pencil in black as well. I'm first just going to brush them out. Then I'm just gonna fill them in with the eyebrow pencil. Alright, so that's it for eyebrows, and now I'm going to be moving on to blush. And I'm going to be using the Terra Blush by Benefit. It's a very deep, kind of earthy color, and my friend actually recommended this to me, and I thank her every single day for it. And with my blush, I usually use this one, or more of a peachy color. I have a peachy blush by Style Nanda, which I also really like. I'll put it right here. And I'm going to be using a big, fluffy brush. Just going to be applying it, and you want to be careful because it's very pigmented, so you do want to apply just a little bit at a time. And I like to apply it to the tops of my cheeks and then just blending it upwards. Alright, so that's one cheek down, and I'm just gonna move on to the other one. And I feel like blush is very personal, so you can apply as much as you want, or as little as you want. Alright, and with whatever is left on the brush, I just like to pat it on my nose, like so. Alright, and I'm gonna be applying powder. I'm gonna be using the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. And this is one of my favorite powders out there. I super recommend it to you guys. I think it's around $4, which I feel like it's a great price for what it is. I'm gonna be using a little fluffy brush to apply it. And one thing I always make sure to do is I always like to blend out my concealer before applying the powder. Because I don't know if you can see, but concealer is always kind of like settling into the lines of your skin. So I like to just take my beauty blender, blend it out, and immediately put the powder after. So I'm just going to blend out this side first, like so, and then I'm going to try not to move, and then just apply the powder. And I like to apply it down my nose as well. Alright, and that's one eye down, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. Alright, and then I like to take it on my chin and on the sides right here underneath the bronzer. Then a little bit on the forehead. Now I take a little bit and just apply it to my eyelids. And this is just to make sure that mascara doesn't transfer to my eyelids. Alright, and now I'm going to be doing highlighter. And I'm going to be using the Dior Backstage Glow Face palette. And I'm going to be using this shade right here, the white one. And if I'm not using that one, I'll use the Glint highlighter in number 2 Diamond Veil. And this is also a really pretty white highlighter that I really like. I'm taking a small little blending brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this shade and then just apply it to the highest points on the cheek, on the other side, and then a little bit on the tip of the nose, and then down the bridge. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Blush Bronze from the palette, and I'm just going to be applying it on the eyelids. And it's just a very nice bronzy color, and I'm just going to kind of very lightly just wash it over the eyelids. And that's it, and I'm going to be applying mascara. And so I'm going to be taking an eyelash curler, and you can use any that you have. And I'm just going to curl my lashes. And I'm going to be using the Essence Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. I really like this one, and if I'm not using this one, I really like the Benefit The Real Magnet Mascara, I think it's called. It's the Silver Tooth. I'll put it right here. Although I do like to just take off a lot of the product off the brush before applying it to my lashes, because I feel like this mascara can get a little bit clumpy. Alright, so now I'm just going to be applying the mascara. Alright, and I'm going to be doing the other eye. And I'm not dipping the brush back in, I'm just going to use whatever is left on the brush. Alright, so eyelashes are done. And now we're going to move on to lips, which is my favorite part. And for lip liner, I'm going to be using the Kaya lip liner in the shade Bianca. I'm just going to line my lips with it. And I like to overline the top and bottom. And then on the sides, I like to just follow my natural lip line. And then I'm just going to do the top part. Alright, so now that the lip liner is done, I'm going to move on to the color. And I'm going to be using two. I'm going to be using the NYX Shine Loud in Magic Maker and the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I feel like NYX has such good lip products. So if you guys are looking to get any new products, or if you don't know what brand you like to try, I definitely recommend trying NYX. And so I'm going to be taking Magic Maker. I'm just going to be applying a little bit just on the middle of my lips and then just blending it out. And then I'm going to be applying the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream and then just blending it out. And I feel like they just create such a pretty like color together. And now before I apply lip gloss, I'm going to be doing my little extra step. I'm going to be taking the NYX Epic Ink Liner in the shade Brown, and I'm just going to go over my moles because I have some moles here and here that I really like. So I like to accentuate them, and I like to use the color brown because I just feel like it looks a little bit more natural, but you can also use black. Alright, so I've already accentuated them. Now we're gonna be doing the lip gloss, and it's a little bit extra. You don't have to do this, but I like to combine these two shades. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy, and this is the Peri Para Glossy Lip Gloss in the shade Edge Nude number 2. Oh, and I also have the Maybelline The Lifter Gloss in the shade Moon, I believe. Yeah, and this is a very good dupe for the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. If you're more of a lip oil kind of person, you might not love the feel of this because it's a little bit thicker. If you don't mind like thicker glosses, I really recommend this to you guys. So I'm first going to be applying a little bit of the Peri Para on my lips. You can leave this lip gloss as it is, but I do like to just apply a little bit of this one on top. This has more of like a shimmer to it. Alright, and that's the final look, so I'm just gonna take off the clips from my hair. So that's how I do my everyday makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any other videos that you'd like to see from me, please let me know in the comments down below. I filmed a vlog, so that will be up soon. Make sure to follow me on my other socials if you'd like to see more from me. They'll also be linked down in the description. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.